Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. This morning we're out to a new place, someplace we haven't been before, here near Zionsville, Indiana. A place called Salem's Crossing Covered Bridge. Covered bridge, believe it or not, that was built in the 70s. It was actually opened or made public, by Hubert Humphrey back in the 70s. Totally built of wood native to Indiana, and a little different design. It's definitely not a big bridge. I mean, this thing is probably 25, 30 feet long, definitely kind of small. It's here over my shoulder, should be able to see it there. All right, we'll take a couple images here as the sun comes up. No clouds in the sky, not really any color, pretty much nothing to look at. But we're going to take a couple images. All right, we'll get back here and we'll talk about maybe a little bit of a life update, and a little bit of what transpired here in the last 24 hours, where I was trying to get at something a little different than what we're doing here this morning. So stay tuned. All right, I've been taking some images here this morning. Started off shooting at f11. Now I'm shooting up to f18, just trying to make sure I got a good depth of field. Again, there's really no color or anything here in the sky. Not really a lot of light yet. We're after sunrise. It just hasn't got high enough in the sky yet to see it. Shutter speeds here been 1 to 2, 3 seconds. I am using the 24 to 105, shooting mainly at 24. Shot, in the portrait mode as well here as a landscape, and a couple different images. No polarizers, no anything at this point. We'll have to wait and see how things turn out. But if anything does turn out from the images I've taken, I'll put them in right here. All right, so let's talk about what was the original plan for this morning. The original plan for this morning was to go out over here to Starling Nature Preserve, or the Eagle Crest Nature Preserve, over here off of Eagle Creek Reservoir, which I did some last fall. Take my RF 100 to 400, as the sun was coming up in lower light, try to capture some bird images there, because if you remember some of my series from last, late into last summer, last fall, a lot of nice things going on there. All right, from bird activity standpoint. So I thought I'd go over there, to do that. And then what I would do is I would test, the new AI feature, all right, in Lightroom, and show how that would actually take a lot of the noise out. All right, because supposedly this new feature in the latest version of Lightroom really does a great job, of reducing and eliminating noise. So I figured, especially with all the frustration I had last year shooting at the higher, f-stops, especially with the 600 f11, why not give it a shot? So I thought it'd be a great thing to do. Problem is, when I got over there, one, a lot of the roads trying to get there are all under construction and they're blocked. The other thing is, when I got there to both places, they have the parking areas and everything torn up and they're redoing them all, and the entrances are blocked, so I couldn't really do anything with it. So kind of left me without much to shoot. So I did a little bit of search and found this covered bridge here, that I didn't even know existed, here until the last few hours, so I came over here and tried to capture some pictures. So now, a little bit of a life update. I think if you remember last year, or last fall, I talked about how I was changing operations manager jobs and moving from one company to another. All right, well, I did that. Haven't been very happy with the organization I went to, so I've been thinking about moving on, to a different organization. As of this moment, at least the filming of this, what it looks like is going to take place is I'm going to move and relocate from Indiana to Kentucky. All right. Not something I had originally planned. Certainly not real happy with the idea of having to move, a little bit farther away from my grandkids. But I want to work and do something on a daily basis that I enjoy, not just photography, but I want to work for an organization I enjoy being with. So I want to take, and as it looks like right now, I'm going to move my wife and I. We're going to move to the northern part of Kentucky, over near Cincinnati, and life will be a little bit different. Whole new area to go shoot. You know, I don't know anything about the area from a photography standpoint, so we'll have to see what that looks like. But between now and then, what's going to happen is obviously I'm going to be, you know, moving back and forth here, you know, working there, selling my home here, you know, and then ultimately moving there, you know, and trying to get set up. So this is probably going to be the last video you're going to see for a while until I get settled down and get everything, you know, transitioned in a good place. So, you know, this isn't the last video. It's just going to be the last video for a little while here while we get transitioned. I don't know how long that's going to be, you know, but certainly, you know, I encourage everybody to continue to, you know, to look for new videos, continue to go back and watch some of the old videos, you know, and don't lose faith. I will try to get back out here as soon as time permits. All right, but it is what it is, you know, life goes on, and when you're not a professional, you know, and do this stuff for a living, you know, you got to do what you normally do to make a living, to, you know, that really becomes the most important thing. And that's why I'm gonna, you know, make this transition. And like I said, here for a short period of time, I'm just not going to be releasing any videos. For that, you know, I apologize, but it's something that I need to do. So thanks for coming along. You know, thanks for subscribing and paying attention and liking the channel. You know, please leave a comment down below on anything you see here that I posted from this video. You know, love the comments, love to be able to respond to them. You know, appreciate the subscribers we have. You know, appreciate all the likes. So thanks for coming along, everybody. Till we see you again, stay safe.